Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag.
Hey there, buddy. It's just me again. Came into my mind last night, so I'm just checking in. It's been far too long now since I last saw you, my friend. So happy Christmas from me to you. Hey there, buddy. It's just me again. I wonder what you're doing now. And if you're listening, I just wish there was some way things could have been different. But happy Christmas from me to you. Sometimes it's too much to handle. It's like I'm losing control. I'm struggling in the crossroads of being too warm or too cold. Hey there, buddy. It's just me again. You walked out of my life that time, and I guess I'm still wondering, do you still think of me sometimes? Or have you truly moved on? Anyway, happy Christmas from me to you. Oh, happy Christmas from me to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this stream started. Why don't you say? How about some, what do you think, non-Christmas music? Or do you want some Christmas jazz? What do you guys think in the comment section? Christmas music or non-Christmas music? Let's see what we can do here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello everybody! Hold on, you can't see me yet. Hold on. Back to live mode. There. You can hear me. Hey! Hello! Oh, look at that hair. Rainy day here in Los Angeles. Hello, everybody out there. 'Tis the season. Christmas it is. Christmas music it is. Holiday music. Michelle Young's season comes to a close next Tuesday. That's where the real journey begins, right, folks? That's where we get to see what the relationship's all about, if there is one. No spoilers, of course, in this chat. You know, we got about an hour or so before the episode. Why don't we put the countdown? Let me find my graphics over here. Hold on. You think I'd have this prepared? Get out of here. Let's do this. A little countdown video. And we're going to count down to a time of, let's do this, 7 p.m. No, what time is it now? It's 4. What time is it now? 4:04. So let's go till 4:57. That'll be our countdown right there. And that'll be when I stop the live stream. And then you guys can, get a nice refresher. You know, I always stop this moments before the show, and then I gotta run in the other room. I trip over the dog. I'm looking, I'm splashing eggnog on my face. Sarai says, I've been binge watching Sex in the City. Never got into that craze. Yes, please bump your Harrisons on top of that like button. I'm running on, I don't have some of my gear with me because I'm suffering from a very small battery issue. So I'm trying to conserve as much power as possible on my stream here. As you guys know, my new laptop hasn't even shipped yet. It's supposed to arrive between December 23rd to December 30th. By the way, if you missed yesterday's vlog live stream, Eba, fan of the show, made these for Tasha. If you didn't see yesterday's live stream, how nice are those? These are Harry Potter themed oven mitts, handmade. Isn't that nice? Great Christmas gift. Maybe we'll do the hat. Get in the spirit here. Haley Crow is in the audience. Good to see you, Haley, our favorite influencer, Haley Crow. Ashley S says, this is my last week of school and I'm having to finish homework during the episode. Oh boy, the feeling of homework. I mean, that's how I don't necessarily have homework now, but I have that feeling where whenever a Bachelor news story comes out, I have this urge to make a video. I think I'll have that urge for the rest of my life. As long as Bachelor exists, if there's content to be made, I feel like I have to talk about it. And I feel like you guys, we've built a nice little Pavlovian response. If Claire Crowley decides to comment on Dale's career or anything else, we've got breaking news to talk about. I don't know if I took a liking to Dale and Claire or if they are just so dramatic that it forced my hand to make content, but boy, are they interesting. Let's see if I can find their photos here. We had Dale. Here it is. Let's see if we can switch over. Does this make sense? There it is. Dale's looking good. I mean, it's one thing to get a role in a movie. It's another to get, billing right on the top of the, the old movie poster right there. Haley Crow says, can you pull the TikTok I sent you up to show everyone? It's too funny. Let's see, Haley. Let me see about that. You sent it to my Instagram, right? Let me see if I can find it. The problem with TikTok is it is just such a dumpster fire of an app. So whenever I play it, it glitches out my whole system here. But yes, I love it when I get sent some. Here we go. I got it, Haley. Heather Scott says, what time does the live show start? It starts in about 52 minutes. Right? It starts at 5 p.m. Pacific. I guess 8 p.m. East Coast. Pacific has to wait. All right, give me a second here. We're going to play this. I got to turn, here's what I have to do. I have to turn the music off. And then Haley sent me a TikTok. I don't know if this is going to play on my computer. Give me 1 second, folks. Open link in new tab. All right, let's get right into it here. This was sent from Haley here. Let's play the audio.
And I left the club in Vegas and went straight to
Oh, we're glitching.
the airport at 4 a.m. We were starving, so a random man at TSA led us to his Subway spicy BMT. A few months later, we see the random man again, but this time on the finale of The Bachelorette. My girlfriend.
All right, so we saw that, right? Couple ladies, disgruntled, drunk ladies coming back from Vegas, and they described it as stealing a man's sandwich. It felt more like harassment to me, and it turns out that's Brandon from Bachelorette. So there he is. That's the look of someone who's like, get away from me. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe he liked it. What do I know? What do I know? All right, let's go back here. Yeah, wait till that new computer comes in. I'd like to see what kind of growth we get when the new computer does come in, because I will be able to stream at 1080p and shoot my normal Bachelor content in 4K. Now, do I want to shoot in 4K? No. Do I need to? Not really. But will it make a difference? Will YouTube be like, oh, you're in 4K now? Bring it in. You know, they just back me up to the big boys. We'll have to see. Haley Crow says, a spicy BMT, I can't. Runner X, you like my hat? This is a Walmart find. Tasha, she knows me too well. She goes, Dave, I think you're going to like this hat. And I was like, I hate it when she buys junk. And I was like, that's a perfect hat. Yeah, I need that hat. Walmart. It's a small company, I believe based out of Arkansas, founded by Sam Walton, who the Walton family is now worth $350 billion, and their employees are not paid a livable wage. Most have to be on food stamps. But I digress. Still got the hat. Abby Reed said, don't forget us when you have a new computer, Dave. New computer, who dis? My new computer's going to be so fast, I'm going to put running shorts on it. What? This doesn't make sense. Yeah. What you guys will notice is whenever I play videos and stuff, it'll just be like lightning fast. I think I'll be able to make more content. My goal for the new year is to, because someone told me they're like, and look, you guys don't have to comment on this, but Reddit posted one of my videos yesterday, and whenever someone posts your video, it opens the comment section up for people to hate on you, and no one really did, but someone just said they think my videos are too long. And my thought to that is, well, maybe I'll set like a timer, like the first 3 minutes of every video is like all the info you need, and then from there I'll kind of elaborate. Like the first 5 minutes will be like, you know, Spark Notes. For all the young people, Spark Notes is what we used before we had Google. You had to buy like the Spark Notes version of a book if you didn't want to read it. The lengths that we'd go to not have to work. Anyway, most of my videos are probably 12 to 15 minutes long. Maybe I need to get them down to 9 minutes. Maybe instead of making 3 15-minute videos, I make 4 9-minute videos. I don't know, folks. But I am going to try to do more voicemail videos. Let's get to some of your... Crowder says, don't change what you do for a hater. Yeah, well, but that hater posted that and it had 40 upvotes, which means 40 people were like, yeah, Dave, your videos are a little long. So, I get it. Sometimes I show up and, you can get on a good roll, and sometimes you're just like, you're not quite there. But by all means, I'm not going to really alter the core of what I do for anyone else. But, brevity's a virtue. If there's a sweet spot in the 9 to 10 minute range and it gets more eyeballs on the content, then of course the content's going to be more successful, and then I can make more content. But I agree, I shouldn't listen to anybody else. But it's nice every once in a while to let other people sort of tell you what's up. All right, let's play a couple voicemails that I received. Let me turn my music off here. These are Bachelor voicemails. If anyone wants to leave a voicemail, by all means, leave it. If I don't get back to you now, I'll get back to you this evening. Although I'll be honest, I'm dreading. I got up again. No complaints. I got up at 5:45. I made 4 videos plus the vlog, which is 5 videos. And then I filmed something for tomorrow with my buddy. Took my buddy out to lunch. And then I'm doing this live stream. Going to watch the show. Going to do the East Coast after episode live stream. And then I have a stand-up show tonight. So I'm already exhausted. But it'll be fun. I can't wait to do my show. Crafty Beach says YouTube doesn't really like shorter videos. Well, I know they don't like shorter videos, but sometimes, a 15 minutes better than a 19 minute. I think the point that people were making is even if I don't change the length of my videos, do a good job and always improve on bringing your content directly to the audience. Like one thing I've changed recently, maybe in the last couple months, is I try to finish my thumbnails first so I can plug them up here. That way I have like the best marketing tool on screen of what I'm about to talk about. And then from there I can go in whatever direction. Bruce says video length only matters in the fantasy suite. I heard video girth is more important, but what do we know, Bruce? Ashley says, is the after show Pacific Standard Time only? I will be doing the after show on my channel for the East Coast only, because I have a late night stand-up show. So I'll be doing the after show at 10 p.m. East Coast, 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm probably going to go 45 minutes or so, try to connect with Tasha, get some personal time in, and then I got to go drive out to my stand-up show tonight. All right, let's play a few of your voicemails here, see what we have. Okay. Let's see what we have here.
Hey, Dave. It's Courtney from South Carolina. Congratulations on almost surpassing Peter Pan in YouTube viewership, subscribers. So congratulations. I know you like to keep it positive, so I'll keep my innermost thoughts about Nick to myself. Also, could it be possible that Tayshia did not see that coming, that maybe her understanding was that she would not be asked questions about what happened with Zach, and so she was caught off guard, and that's why she had to take a minute? I don't know. Anyway, I'll be curious to hear further thoughts. Courtney out.
Thank you so much, Courtney. I've got a video coming tomorrow that discusses exactly who wanted the conversation to happen with regards to the mental law. It looks like Tayshia and the producers wanted it to happen and asked Caitlin to ask the question. So Caitlin was following along what the producers wanted. We'll have more of that content tomorrow morning. Kyla asked, I thought if a video gets at least 10 watch minutes, you get different ads, and that's why a lot of YouTubers aim for 10 to 11 minutes. That 10-minute rule changed to 8 minutes. So a video, once it is 8 minutes long, as a creator, I'm able to decide when and where I put my ad breaks. I try to space them out 3 to 4 minutes apart. On a longer video, I space them out even more. On a shorter video, if I have a 9-minute video, I'll usually put an ad up somewhere in the 3 and 7 minute mark. If I have a 13-minute video, I might throw in a third one. But if I have a video that's 7 minutes and 10 seconds long, I might stretch to make it 8 minutes. You can add a mid-roll ad. The mid-roll ads don't make as much as the front ad. The front ads of the YouTube video make the most money. So the other stuff is really just not that important. All right, let's see. That was Courtney commenting on the Tayshia fiasco. Here's Steph from Jersey.
Hey, Dave. This is Steph calling from New Jersey. I just started listening, and I really like everything you have to say, but I do think that you're a little biased towards Katie. I've been in her exact position, and I just have to say, as a female, it is not out of the blue that you fall in love with your best friend. But Katie is the only one who is able to confirm or deny that, and she's never going to confirm it, and John can't vouch for it because I'm sure she told him that that's the case. But anyway, I just wanted to say that thanks.
Thank you so much for the call. I appreciate it, Steph from New Jersey, the Garden State. Listen, the people that go, someone on Reddit earlier today was like, Dave, you shouldn't talk about Tayshia because you have a clear bias. I go, when has a bias ever stopped me from talking about anything? We all have biases that exist Do I think Katie had sinister motivations with John? No. Did she have a friendship with John that became something? Sure. Do I personally care if that crossed the line a week before she broke up with Blake or a week after? No, I personally don't care. That's for them. That's for their relationship to worry about. I just don't care. I guess I just don't think Katie's morally better than any of us. And me and my fiance started out as friends. We didn't have any motivations to be more than friends. We just ended up liking time together. If my fiance were in another relationship, or put it this way, if my fiance started hanging out with another guy instead of me, that would probably say something about whatever I wasn't giving her that the relationship needed. So it's not always about what's the right thing to do. It's just about what happens. Such a weird thing that Katie, with this experience they go through, and what she's going through with Greg, and after the final rose, and then Blake's in Africa. Who knows? Who knows what the heck it felt like to move to a new city, start new. And then John becomes some friend you lean on, and the next thing you know, you're like, how did I let you go? Who knows? Next call.
Hey, Dave. Okay, my name is Elizabeth Swinton, and I'm from Phoenix. And
Hi, Elizabeth.
First of all, I just love your show so much. But I wanted to add a comment about Colton's coming out series. So I'm a lesbian woman, and when I first saw this, I was very frustrated because of the Cassie thing, but also because in the LGBTQ plus community, they continuously prioritize white male men, and that is still a thing, male men, but you know what I mean. But once I watched it, I had this moment where I realized this is so incredibly helpful for so many closeted men that fit his profile, that are your typical, oftentimes enroped in toxic masculinity types of men, and those people are going to watch it. And yes, we can have that entire conversation about what he did to Cassie, but if we don't address why men do fucked up things, and some of that is because they're not willing to become aware of their own sexuality, themselves as humans, their own empathic nature, they're going to keep doing these things. And so addressing some of the root issues, I think, makes this overall a net positive more than it was a negative. But still, what he did to Cassie was unacceptable. Anyways, love you.
Thank you so much. That was a great phone call right there from Elizabeth in Phoenix. I even got an I love you, Elizabeth. Hey now, how are you? Yeah. So when I've talked about issues with Rachel Kirkconnell, Matt James, colorism, issues with race, I've seen the resistance of people going, why the heck do we have a cisgendered white guy talking about colorism, talking about race, talking about systemic issues? Why would this ever be a good thing? Some would call it cringeworthy. That's the popular term the kids use, right? Cringeworthy. Well, the point isn't necessarily that only certain people can talk about certain things. It's the fact that a lot of people only empathize with people that look like them. That's baseline empathy. If you don't look like me, you're not on my tribe, you're fighting a different cause, whatever. That doesn't make it right, but that's just how empathy works. The baseline for empathy is being connected by a common denominator. You can have empathy for somebody if their cat dies, if you've experienced an animal or a pet in your life that has passed away. Oh, I totally feel your pain. I totally know what that's like. I'm so sorry. That must be horrible. You can put yourself in that person's shoes. There is a lot of people in our country, predominantly white men, that have either toxic masculinity issues or homophobia in the locker room, all these different issues. So, like you said, Elizabeth, when people said, why are we giving a voice to another white guy when there's so many other people that can tell their story? It's not a zero-sum game. It's not one versus the other. I don't pick what is shown on Netflix, but Colton Underwood reaches a large demographic of people that followed him purely because he was a virgin Christian man on his show. He has a giant following that he can show. Look at the hardships of coming out. Even my pastor is disowning me right now. Now, people come out, and I don't I don't have that personal experience to tell you the hardships that might exist, but people have shared with me getting beaten, having their parents disown them, having all these different issues. Colton had it easy. A lot of his issues compared to others have been easy, but it's still the path he walks. Now, plenty of people come out of the closet and never stalk and harass their ex. Absolutely. Plenty of people do that. Whatever Colton has, whatever issues he has, again, no one's been harder on him than I have on this channel. I can still empathize because in some ways I've suffered from codependency and addiction to love and needing somebody else to fill that void. We all have different issues we suffer from. So while I've never stalked and harassed an ex, you guys tell me if you've never gone on Facebook or social media to see what an ex was doing. Now, obviously, it's a little different when you do it in person, but the idea is that we possess that part of us, that curiosity, that need to control inside all of us. Colton's was heightened by many different factors. And by no means, I've struggled with the idea of reaching out to him because by no means would I ever reach out to him to be like, hey, I'd love to interview you. No. I want nothing to do to monetize his story in that way. We talk about it, but I don't me railing against what his problems hasn't been in any way to because I need to judge him. It's been on the other end. It's been like, we need to uphold people like Cassie, real victims of these types of issues, and let people know that there is an understanding that this is bad. And for whatever reason, me as a guy talking about those types of issues resonates with certain people because it's easy not to talk about it. It's easy to not address the different privileges that exist out there. It doesn't make what I do or who I am any different. It's just about acknowledging things is at least a baseline where we can all go to sort of get progress in this world. Very interesting call. I'm going to save that one because I might make a separate video about that. A lot of people in the comment section getting their booster shots. Marissa Moga says, I just finished Colton's Netflix show. I hope others give it a chance and watch it. Yeah, I thought it was good. And by no means am I promoting it. It's like, do whatever. People can do whatever they want with their time. But I wasn't going to watch it, and then I did. And I was like, but in the end, it's a story highly curated by him to make people feel for him. And you should feel for him. He was let down by his church, and he was let down by a culture that you couldn't be gay and play sports. With that said, I don't know how long he has to go, or I don't know how long he will go addressing the other issues that existed out there. Let's see if we can find Caller Daddy. I played this earlier. We're going to have this full... we'll do a recap on this tomorrow, probably. Oh, it looks like they've even got some more info. Hold on one second here. Oh, this is going to be good. Is this breaking news? So this airs tonight. We'll play some clips of this tomorrow. But a lot of people don't want to be a part of this conversation with Colton. I totally understand. But as far as what my channel does, the case studies that exist, this is a big one. And this is worth talking about. Of course, I respectfully let people know what the topics are when I make content, and they can decide to take a breather.
There are people who are critical of what you've done, and there are people probably listening who are not even going to watch the Netflix series because they're like, fuck him. He knew he was gay all along, manipulating women. He used coming out as a way to deflect from the restraining order. Like, you fucked up. What would you like to say to the people right now that are listening that are having a hard time separating the harassment and your coming out as gay?
Boy, the editing on that was ridiculous, by the way. The echoes and all that. Listen, this is Alex. She received a $60 million deal with Spotify for her podcast. I don't know what her charitable donations are, but, obviously if she's making money talking to Colton, it would be nice for her to, donate to some organizations like RAIN and other organizations out there that help victims of either domestic abuse or things of that nature. Again, who knows? Maybe she already does. I'm not that close. I don't really follow her, but I will be following that interview. Who knows? Maybe it takes someone like Alex Cooper from Caller Daddy to have that conversation. I'll tell you what. If you want to talk about brass ovaries, I bet you, and again, we'll have to see, I bet you this conversation that Alex Cooper has with Colton Underwood, I bet you this is better journalism than what Robin Rivers did. Is that her name? Robin Rivers? From Good Morning America, the fluff piece when Colton came out. This is why to me, the Colton thing, documentary, whatever, he needs like just a long, drawn out, sit down interview. I'm going to listen to this. Obviously, if there's anything big that comes out of it, I fear there'll be a lot of legalese. Oh, I can't talk about something. We signed contract, blah, blah, blah. Again, we might just never get the full story. But I think he's doing what's right for him, whether or not people think this is right for Cassie. But I think he's doing what's right for him, which is to just keep on sharing how messed up it actually was. Weird it took a whole year, but now that his Netflix show is out, he's obviously promoting the Netflix show, which some people don't like. Let's see some of the comments here. Why do people keep giving him a platform? One thing we can count on from Alex, she's going to be honest. Nah, this guy put a tracker on his girlfriend's car. I'm not about this. I'm gay. We don't want or claim him. Not you giving another big platform to this man. Well, whatever. I'd probably do the same thing. I'd probably interview him. Again, I've never reached out to him. I don't like to do interviews on my channel. But I probably would interview someone even, because here's the problem. We have this idea in our mind. Oh, we're giving platforms to bad people. The guy's got 2 million Instagram followers. He already has a platform, okay? I hate that. Oh, why are you giving a platform? No, we need discussion now in today's world more than ever. We need it. We needed Chris Harrison to talk for 2 hours on a podcast before they ended up firing him. We needed these things. It's so, why do you give someone a platform? How about we all have the ability to click on and watch something if we want? We're not giving platforms to people that are like, multiple of the same offenses and they haven't learned their lesson. It's not about Colton Underwood having his redemption story in my eyes. It's about victims realizing maybe the insight into someone who did something that bad. Maybe it's cathartic. Maybe people decide they don't want to watch it. That's up to them. Some comments. Kim Gorin, good to see you, Kim. Said, I watched it. I don't want to support him, but I wanted to see if he was owning things. I felt it was very 50-50. Big victim mentality. Yeah, he was a victim. He definitely jockeyed himself as a victim. But also, and again, I've separated the idea of being a victim versus playing a victim. He played the victim, but he also is a victim, and he also created a victim. Hurt people hurt people. So Colton didn't come out of nowhere and go, let's stalk an ex today. He clearly had his own issues, and he clearly, Hannah Brown was getting a lot of flack for this, for saying she likes gay Colton better than straight Colton. And when I spoke with Hannah Brown, I asked her this question. I asked her what she thought about Colton Underwood, and she pretty much said the same thing. And some people in the audience booed. I don't think they were booing Hannah so much as the idea of Colton, but Hannah's someone who dated him, We can have all the preconceived notions we want about someone, but someone who dated him says, I like him better now that he's living his truth. It doesn't take away from the bad things he did, and it doesn't make light of it. Kim said, when's that interview? It drops tonight. I'll have some clips. Whatever comes out from it, I'll definitely give it a watch. King for a Day said, being in the closet is like holding your breath underwater, knowing the surface is above you, but not knowing how to get there. It's extremely taxing on a person. I know from personal experience. Thank you so much for sharing that. Erica said, hi, everyone. Just got home. Not going to make the show tonight because I'm going to go see Milky Chance tonight in LA. I don't know what Milky Chance is, but it sounds like fun, Erica. We had so much rain today. Did you guys see we had floods in San Diego? A lot of flooding happening. I was told it's Robin Roberts. What did I call her? I must have messed that up. Sir, I said it's definitely going to be better than a Robin Roberts interview for sure. Let's see if there's any more. As a straight cis woman, I can't even know what it's like to come out. But also as someone who's been abused, I can't see any excuse for that. Yeah, Nicolette, it's a good point. And I think we need to differentiate excuses from explanations. And I've talked about this before, and people go, no excuses. And I go, yeah, absolutely. But if you take a coroner, right, or someone's trying to see how someone died, they're going to analyze the body. They're going to look through all the different things, do blood samples, all these different things to find out how this thing happened. And I think that's what these interviews are all about. Not making excuses for Colton. You guys know, I mean, golly. I got 50 videos railing on him. Not making excuses, but if I'm going to do the work to break down every single thing that he did wrong, I also want to break down every single thing that led him to that position. Purity culture, homophobia, sports, the church he was in, his natural need to be a people pleaser, all these different things. Trying to get back to the top of the question so I'm not very far behind. Hello, Lisa Reed. Good to see you. Saraiza, I'm on the fence on watching his Netflix documentary. I know what it's like being stalked in an abusive relationship, so I'm so conflicted. What I would say is, look, if you feel comfortable enough doing it, watch it. And if you start to feel anxious, turn it off. You know, I know that's easier said than done. Susie said, Dave, that is the happiest hat. Yeah, it's hard to be angry with this hat on. Imagine having a road rage. Get over, what are you doing? You know? Yeah. Okay, dokie. Let's see if we have any more voicemails. You guys can call the voicemail line 401-213-9828. I think we'll have some voicemails tomorrow. So feel free to call the line if you want. I don't think we have any other ones right now, but by all means, we got about 20 so minutes left before we get this party started. Pardon me there. Bruce says, I like retrospectives versus postmortems. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, a retrospective. You know, but there is a case study, though. There is a case study for people, because the second you take Rachel Kirkconnell, the second you go, you know, she takes a photo in an antebellum costume, you start to ask questions. What was going on in 2018 in Forsyth, Georgia? What are they studying? Did they know what these statues represented? You start asking these questions. Oh, Dave, you're making excuses. No. I'm just well aware of ignorance and how it exists in our country. I don't know. Grew up in New England, family in the Midwest, family in the South, family in the Southwest, fiance from Kentucky, Catholic, New England, lived in Spanish Harlem, lived in a Latin American neighborhood in Boston, lived in Koreatown, lived in different neighborhoods. I've been the minority in neighborhoods for the last 15 years or so. And I don't say that as someone like who gets it, but I say it as someone who goes, look, I don't live on the cul-de-sac I grew up on. I lived in, southern France when they were having their big Muslim riots, when a mosque was blown up. You just open up to things and go, oh my gosh, there's a lot of different issues happening in the world. I was traveling through southern Mexico when the bus that weekend in front of us was hijacked and burnt, and a lot of people were killed. Like you go, whoa, life's not all just cozy and peachy. Like there's a lot of other issues happening in this world, and our country's in different places with how we've progressed. And there's so much taught to this day that's misinformation out there. So when I notice that you get some 22-year-old plucked from obscurity and have their tweets analyzed for the first time, yeah, we'll read them, we'll call it out, but we're also going to be like, all right, you tell me there isn't homophobia in the Twitter world of athletes or people of certain beliefs. I mean, I don't know. I think the people that say, oh, you should have known better, I think those types of people just give too much credit for where the state of our country is. Ashley said, where did you hear that rumor? I unfortunately have no idea. Oh, is this about I'm trying to Becca, OMG, if Becca were pregnant, that would be awesome. Who's the Hendel Harry said, I heard Becca is pregnant. We're going to go ahead and say that that's not true. I think it's important to really, I mean, unless someone's got a bump and there's, and they're coming out of a Lamaze class, I think it's important not to speculate on someone's pregnancy, as we know that, there's a lot of people trying to have kids or have struggled and this and that, come on. So, while I think they would have a beautiful, tall, athletic children, they also are still fairly new into the dating world together. All right, someone asked me if I would do a live chat during the episode. I think the way I would have to do it, and again, I wouldn't be opposed to trying this out, but the way I would have to do it is obviously I can't air it audio or video, and I also wouldn't want to feel the need to talk to people throughout the whole time, and also everyone watches it on a slightly different delay, so I don't know if that would work out. If I could guarantee that I was watching it at the exact same second as everyone else, then when so-and-so, does something, we could talk about it and, but, I'm not sure. Trying to read and talk at the same time. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to my stand-up show tonight, which is, and again, when it's all said and done, I'll be happy I went, but I'm just like, the dog woke me up at 3 this morning to go use the bathroom, let him out, went back to bed, and then at 5, he started trying to get me to get him up, and he cries, and he scratches the door, and he's just getting old, and he's a little baby, little farting baby. So I'm exhausted. So I ended up waking up at 5:45. I got 3 videos up by like 8:30 this morning though. So it was really nice to be productive. Lisa said, what kind of material are you doing? Anything new? I've been working on that joke about having sex on a memory foam mattress. Trying to find all the funny aspects of that. It's like, doing push-ups on quicksand. And I try to do crowd work with people. Like I try to talk to the audience during that joke. I haven't really been working on too much new. I really want to get to a place. A lot of people say a lot of the compliments that I do get on the YouTube channel are how hard I'm working. But unfortunately, I'm sort of I become sort of obsessive in certain ways. Like I work hard towards this YouTube channel, but then I find it hard to find 30 or 40 minutes a day to have focused writing. And everyone has a different process. Some people like to go on a walk while they get writing done. I'm having a hard time finding the time to get writing done and to work out. And those things are so important to me that I think that's why I have the resistance. So hopefully I can set a goal for 2022 that really turns my phone off. Tasha, I'll tell you this though, like if she's at work, the second I close a laptop and I get my pen out and I try to get some writing done, she'll call me. I need like a safe room. I need to go in a room for 30 minutes and like close it like I'm in like a submarine, no cell phone service, and just write. Luis says your dog wakes you up at 4 almost every day. There is something to be said about getting up early. I'm able to get so much work done before a lot of people even wake up. Because I'm in Los Angeles, I'm competing against East Coast time. So when I was on the East Coast, it was so nice to, when I was on the East Coast, it was so nice to get work done, and I'd be done by like 9 or 10 a.m. because, I'd have 3 hours head start. But on the West Coast, like if I don't have a video up by 9 a.m., East Coast people on their lunch break don't have a video to watch. And if they don't have a video to watch on my channel, they're going to go somewhere else to get it. So I try to stay on top of all that. We're doing no spoilers in the chat. No spoilers in the chat. And I don't have the ability right now to ban anybody, but just a friendly reminder to people that I didn't have my thing set up here. I don't have my graphic. I don't have my no spoilers graphic, but that's what we're doing. Maybe I do have a graphic. There it is. Apparently my vlog live streams doesn't have super chat set up. So I need to figure out how to do that. Not that the vlogs get a big viewing, but what a fun time we had on the making vlog content the last couple days. I bought a here. Hold on. I'll show you something I bought today. Tasha made me set up a Tara said you enable super chat under monetization. I looked it up. I think I'll I think, sorry, I'm trying to read the comments. Yeah, I guess I can find out how to monetize the vlog channel. So I bought this. It was only 80 bucks. Maybe it was 90 bucks. It's a portable video projector. I guess I shouldn't show you. I can't show it to you because let me blur out my address here. I think someone sent Tasha a present tonight. Tasha's got a present arriving tonight, which is very exciting. Anyway, it's not, you can't really see it, but I bought this so you can connect your different devices like your iPhone up to this. And my thought is to set this up. I have this big wall outside and I want to set up snow, and I'm just going to set up the projector projecting like a snowy window. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get some other maybe I'll get an actual projector out there. It goes up to 150 inches, which is like a pretty giant size movie theater. No worries, Natalie Melendez. No worries. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'll we'll see. I'll for sure be making a vlog with regards to the projector. We'll see how it goes. I don't really have a preference for who Michelle ends up with. For me, knowing that the winner of knowing that the success rate is so low, I really start watching once the show's over. So whoever Michelle ends up with or doesn't end up with, now is the time we'll start analyzing it and seeing how they do. The question will be, will they have, I mean, honestly, Tayshia and Zach had one of the best proposals ever. What did that do? I'll choose you to the day I die. Yeah, we'll see about that. Amanda Delente says, love the Christmas vlogs. Thank you so much. Movie night in Dave's yard. Yeah, absolutely. We're absolutely going to do movie nights. Would you guys stick around? And again, I'm not going to do this for this season, but would you stick around on my channel for live, just as a place to live chat? Like, do you guys think that the YouTube chat is good enough for in-episode live chats? Because I'll just let once I've got my new computer set up, one of the things I've considered is staying at my laptop while I watch the episodes, and maybe that's what I'll use the projector for. Maybe I'll just find a wall in my office and project the whole show up so I can just watch the whole thing. That might be a good option. Erica said, when are you going to start getting sponsors so you can get stuff for free? You know what the problem is? And it's a good problem. My channel is more successful than sponsors realize. And by that I mean, I'm trying to find a good spot to put this. By that I mean, we're not verified and our subscriber count isn't that high, but my channel is for sure outperforming a lot of YouTube channels that have 1 million subscribers. It is like, you guys are beyond loyal, and excited to see what 2022 has to offer. Hey, Kim with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. A quick thank you for all the awesome Christmas vlogs. I look forward to them every day. Thank you so much, Kim. Tomorrow's vlog will be me talking to a friend of mine who was publicly shamed this year, and why he says that's a blessing, and how he's sort of recovered in his sobriety from that. So it'll be a good vlog tomorrow. We just drove around drinking my coffee. In fact, it was such a good chat. Whenever I chat with comics, I never want to edit the conversation down because it's just a good chat. I'll probably keep it almost as raw as possible because, it was a good 30-minute convo. Erica says, sign me up. You could do that just let the chat run. Yeah, Sarah, maybe I could let the chat run, and maybe I could talk to people during commercial breaks. I'll have to find out how long commercial breaks are and how quickly my stream laps over with others. And then maybe I could look at that when I watch my stream tonight. And if my stream is within 30 seconds of the actual live, then I could talk to people in between commercials, and then just go silent when it's off. It's, my only question is, what would people think that might stumble upon my channel if there's a live stream happening and I'm not talking? Maybe I'll have a graphic up that says we're currently watching the episode and we'll be having conversations during the break. I don't know. And at least Willie Billy with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Willie Billy. Thank you so much. Renato is checking in from Brazil. Good to see you. A lot of good people in the chat today. Much appreciated. We're at 222 people. Dave, have you ever thought about doing mini interviews and ask Dave's for your followers' family, for my following? You mean like an Ask Me Anything? Yeah, I should really do those more weekly. In fact, tomorrow I might do another AMA and put it on my vlog channel and Ask Me Anything. Jane says I follow Fibula for the humor and saw Greg was hanging out with him. I have no idea who Fibula is. Let me know who Fibula is. It sounds like a bone in the leg. Wouldn't that be something you tear? Mari with the $10 super chat. Thank you guys so much. You guys are really pouring them in. Thank you. So people are wondering if I should live stream during the finale. I don't think so. I think that's going to have to be something I kind of grow into with maybe my next computer. I feel like I might melt. Sarah says that would be kind of fun. Definitely would involve more people than Discord. They have people that live stream studying. We definitely could have a live chat while watching. Yeah, no, it's definitely something I'm thinking about. I'm thinking maybe if I have a graphic that just says we're watching the East Coast version of Bachelorette, and maybe I just go completely off camera. What I do during the episode, and you know what? Maybe you guys would enjoy seeing me taking my notes. What I do during an episode is I'll write down my notes and I'll start writing my jokes and I'll put them in a Word document and then I'll lightly edit them. You guys know when I make my recaps, I don't edit it at all. But I like to have, I put it on my monitor, which is right next to the camera. And you guys know, I used to have it written all down and it would be kind of sloppy and fun. I enjoyed writing it down, but you can actually type way faster. And I can edit things because, a lot of times what will happen on the show is they'll be like, Michelle's on her date with this guy. And then it goes back to a group date. It kind of jumps around. And then I'll usually take notes and then I'll try to clip and cut and paste those notes into a chronological order. Hash here checking in from Saudi Arabia. Hey, how are you, Hash? Keep up the good work. So we have people checking in from Saudi Arabia. I heard of Brazil. I know we got a lot of Canadians in the chat. Thank you guys so much for all this support. I much appreciate it. So we won't do... I don't expect next week because Christmas season is wild right now. But let's continue to brainstorm how we can keep the chat running during the episode. And we'll see... Maybe there's a graphic episode, East Coast episodes airing. We'll be hanging out during the commercial breaks. And then you guys, by all means, can comment whenever you want. And on the commercial breaks, if I have something to say, I'll say it. Andrea says, what are the plans for the finale? We're going to have a before episode and after episode. I'll do an East Coast and West Coast for the finale. The West Coast will probably be the big one. In fact, for the finale, I might even drink my mint peppermint beers that I have. I've got some peppermint Christmas beers. We've got 5 minutes left, so this is our 5-minute warning. You guys have 8 minutes before the episode airs. I'm going to end this in 5 so I can have a chance to gather myself before moving along. I do have to say the idea of having the chat on a monetized channel versus Discord is nice because I know a lot of people don't use Discord. I think Discord is a nice app, but I feel like either people use it or they don't. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see about all that. Peppermint beers. Yeah, I drank them last year on Vlogmas. Peppermint beers, and then I have these winter double box, I believe. Very dark beer, very good. Tonight is not the final. Tonight is the fantasy suites. It's where Michelle will decide if and who she chooses to bump Harrisons with. Natalie says, I'm jealous. Everyone gets to watch the finale. I have 3 hours to go. Well, tonight's just the fantasy suites, Natalie. No finale tonight. So yeah, we'll do a live stream, and we'll just what I'll do is I'll have my be back from commercial. I'll have like a graphic, not for tonight, but I'll have a graphic maybe for Clayton season. We could do it. It feels like a lot of work, but I'd be interested to see how the channel reacts to that, you know? Because honestly, I don't really get ad revenue. I don't get much ad revenue from live streams. Not that it's not just about the money, but you know, it might be something that usually the episode is where I can. Usually, what I'll do now is I'll go into the kitchen, start cooking food while I watch the episode. But we'll figure it out. Let's see. I wish we could have some sort of, you know, we've got the Facebook group, but also if there's any way, we don't have like there's no way to connect Instagram. You know, like we don't have an Instagram family. Reading your comments here. What a day it's been. Very busy day today. We're almost we're inching our way closer to passing Nick Vial. We're at 48,779. How funny is that? 48,779 subscribers. So probably by tomorrow we'll be at 48,800, and maybe by the end of day tomorrow, depending on how busy the day is, depending on if there's a lot to talk about, we might hit 49,000. We might hit 49,000 by Wednesday or Thursday. And then the question will be, how much does Nick grow? He's probably going to grow 100 or 200 subscribers. Let's go to his channel right now and see what he's at right now. So he's growing subscribers at a slower rate than I am. He's at 49,200. So my guess would be that by Friday we pass him. But we'll have to see. It's a stupid thing. It's kind of funny. I always wonder, like, is he going to text me being like, bro, what are you doing? But then again, who cares, right? Who cares? Natalie Melendez, I appreciate your support. And then once we pass Nick, we'll have to find somebody else that we need to pass. You know, people like Cassie Randolph, God bless her, has like 175,000 subscribers. It's like, clearly there's a YouTube audience for the people that are subscribing to them. They just might not be watching the day-to-day videos. So we have to, we got to convert them into the old cult. Amanda says, do you guys know where or how I can join the Patreon? We do. We have a button for that. You just go to patreon.com/Dave Neal. My next Patreon will be Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm interviewing Brandon Quinn Scanzano. We'll be talking about Bachelor in Paradise. I'm excited to see what he has to say about Blake Moynes. We know they've been going out together doing their thing. So, but yeah, Thursday will be the next lunchtime Patreon. That'll be at noon on Thursday. Thank you guys so much for all the love. You guys are fantastic. I really appreciate it. There is a Discord if anyone wants to have a chat over there. Maybe I'll pop in and say hi. I'm going to go watch the East Coast version. I'll be back in 2 hours to chat with you after the East Coast version, and then I'll be off to my stand-up show. All right, folks. So that's it for me. You guys have a blessed be. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye now.